I guess for most people that follow the Anderson shows, and certainly Thunderbirds fans, if you're my age, these are the toys that you will have perhaps the strongest memories of from when you were kids. The JR21 Rosenthal range of plastic Thunderbird toys. I think as a kid I probably went through 3 or 4 sets of these particular 3 vehicles. They were some of the cheaper ones. These aren't remote control versions. They're very authentic in contour. The colour is pretty much there. Thunderbird 1 isn't quite, but as kids we were watching these in black and white anyway, but occasionally you'd see colour pictures in TV21 or in the annuals, and you knew that by and large these were pretty much bang on the nose in terms of shape and colour. They were so good that they actually used them in Give or Take a Million, the episode of Thunderbirds when the young boy comes to Tracy Island for Christmas, and these are dotted around the table in front of the puppets. And obviously even in a good quality TV now you can see just how nice they are. So if you want to see them in better detail than I'm going to give you, watch that episode. But let's have a little bit of a closer look. We'll look at Thunderbird 1 first. Friction powered, came in a reverse colour of this as well, with a blue body and grey wings. I've only got this version, although on another video I'll show you the remote control version. The wings come in and out by hand. Not a great deal to it, but certainly nice enough. If you was a 4 or 5 year old kid in 1966 or 67, I don't think you would have been disheartened with getting that for Christmas or birthday. Very nice artwork for the box. Moving on to perhaps the most popular of all the Thunderbird vehicles, if not the most popular of any of the Gerry Anderson vehicles, is Thunderbird 2. Currently I've got it with the legs up and the pod in. There was a couple of different versions of this over the years, slight variations in the decals. The exhausts were sometimes kind of crisscrossed as opposed to dotted like this. The plastic on the bottom of the legs sometimes were red, but again, no complaints from me, either as a grown-up, can I call myself a grown-up? As an adult, and certainly none as a child. Let's get the pod out. Whoa, crash. Virgil was always much better at getting the pod down than I am. And this particular one has in the pod a Jeep. Now there's been quite some speculation and chat over the years amongst collectors. I only remember having Jeeps in them when I was a kid. I had a red one, this one's got a green one, but there are verified examples which have got very crude mole miniatures inside, so I guess they're probably the most sought because they're proper pod vehicles as opposed to a kind of a generic Jeep, but it's got play value to it, I guess. There you go, Thunderbird 2. Moving on to Thunderbird 3. Again, this one doesn't do a great deal. Friction powered. Let's give it a go. Not much of a friction engine left in it, but it makes some noise. But again, very, very nicely detailed. You'd have to be hard pressed to really pick fault in this. I mean, this was a child's toy from close to 50 years ago. Again, nice artwork on the box, as they all have. Unfortunately, the box for Thunderbird 1 has seen better days, but until I upgrade on that, there's no complaints from me. But there you go. I intend to do a couple more videos showing the other vehicles in the Thunderbird range from Rosenthal and the variant Thunderbird 1 with the remote control. But for the moment, these are the first 3 in the series, and I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at them. Thanks again. I suppose it's only appropriate to say FAB.